Welcome to TheDPost.com WVU men's basketball chat. I'm sports writer Todd Murray, joined today by sports editor Drew Rubenstein, who's filling in for Justin Jackson, who is in Kansas City for the start of the Big 12 tournament. And Drew, the Mountaineers find themselves facing Texas in their first game. Has not been a good matchup for this team this year. You know, what is it about this Texas team that's giving WVU problems?
Yeah, I think the Longhorns' strength is WVU's weakness, and that's kind of having experienced and an abundance of players that can play well in the post. And that's not to bash Devin Williams and Remy Debo and Brandon Watkins and company, but WVU's young and inexperienced, and it just doesn't have the same size that Texas does. And it kind of starts with Cameron Ridley, who's obviously a big and successful center, close to 300 pounds, I think is what they have him listed at, and he's been just magnificent for Texas in both matchups with West Virginia. And that's really, the side of the coin where WVU got a first-round bye and they got the 6th seed in the Big 12 tournament, but I don't think they probably could have drawn a worse opening round opponent. I mean, I think West Virginia almost would have rather been the 7th seed and played the first day of the tournament than to have Texas. But then the other side of it is obviously West Virginia's coming in with some momentum after beating Kansas. Texas hasn't been the same either since they beat WVU in Austin, Texas in mid-February. They've been kind of on a downward spiral ever since, but still the matchup issues are something that West Virginia's going to have to combat, and it is what it is there.
Yeah. Where is Terry Henderson right now? Obviously was out for quite a while with an illness, just starting to get back into it. Obviously he's someone that they will need to play well if they're going to make a run in this tournament. Where is he right now?
Sure, and Justin actually just told me that he spoke with Terry Henderson Wednesday, which was Terry Henderson's first interview since before he ever got sick, and he missed 4 games. He's back, he's practicing, still a work in process. I mean, I don't even think it would be fair to expect Terry Henderson to be the type of player that he was early in the season during the Big 12 tournament, because even though he's been back for a week and a half now, he's still not completely healthy. He did lose a lot of weight with the illness that he still wasn't willing to say what exactly it was, other than he was just feeling sick there for a while, and it's taken a while for him to get back to 100%. So he'll play, but still how much and can he get that 15, 20-point game like he was known for? I don't know. I think it would be tough to expect that.
Yeah, a lot of NCAA speculation right now. Bob Huggins said in Kansas City that he'll feel a lot better if they win at least a couple of games. I think he even mentioned maybe one more. That would give WVU 18 wins, and be a little difficult for some folks to see how that would get them an at-large NCAA bid. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, I can see where probably Bob Huggins is going is if they were somehow able to beat Texas, then you're talking about a team that would have wins against Kansas, Texas, Oklahoma, Iowa State, and Kansas State, and they're your top 5 teams in the Big 12 standings. That said, 18 and 15, I don't think is going to get them into the NCAA tournament. You just it's the bigger picture, and if you look at WVU's non-conference part of the schedule, that's really what's hurting them a ton here, because even though they're 9-9 in the Big 12, which is number 1 in the RPI, they got no quality wins during the non-conference and have a really bad loss at Virginia Tech. So I think they have at least got to get to the title game on Saturday night to get back onto the bubble, and I don't know that they would get into the NCAA tournament without actually winning the Big 12 tournament.
All right, it will be an interesting few days in Kansas City. Drew, thanks for joining us. Please continue to follow the Mountaineers on TheDPost.com.